All right, good afternoon, guys. Welcome back. Let's catch up quickly with the setups, just see where we are, and then we'll jump straight into the 1 minute trading. Half an hour to go before opening. Looking at the yearly high low on the Dow here, look how that support level held at 38.2, and we bounced off that quite strongly. We're sitting between that 50 and the 38.2. Above the 61, we want to be long. Below the 38, we want to be short, aiming for that 23 and ultimately at 11. The trend on end of week is down, green below red, below the 50 moving average. If we look at that stochastic, below its own consolidation area. What we want to see, we're going to break these levels to the downside and start aiming for this 11 target. We need the stochastic below the 11. On end of day, at 11 held, it broke, didn't quite get to double bottoms. That low of last month is also that low just below that 38.2 on the weekly. So this candle just over here is that low. So we're going to watch for the possibility of double bottom. If that breaks, we want to be short, aiming for that 127. The trend is down, stochastic below its own signal line, below the consolidation area, but that 11 is held. So we also want to see that below 11 if we're going to continue going down. These targets have in reach, so we can actually just move that away for now. Next long is still only above the consolidation area. We're going to watch for that 50 moving average. What we can watch for is if we get back into consolidation, so often we go to the other side, so around where that 50 moving average is. But at the moment, no real long setups on this time frame. Our weekly high low, and let me just zoom in a little bit. We did get that trigger long above the 127, got so close to the zero level. That target is still outstanding. Our stop loss is about halfway between the 127 and 161. No more downside targets on this. We need to wait until we get above the zero level and then start coming off again before we start looking at short setup. So we've still got the whole week. At the moment, until we get higher, we have got no short setups on this strategy in this time frame. So still got this long outstanding, or this target of the zero. As I said, got very close. We're going to watch that 50 moving average. The trend on hourly is down. And if we just watch the stochastic, signal line is nice and low, stochastic up through 50, and more importantly, follow up through 61.8. Then we can start looking at 0 to 38.2. But as I said, immediate threats, that 50 moving average, and we haven't got moving average crossover on hourly yet just yet. That brings us to the 9 hour, and we've been in consolidation bar for the last 2 hours ago or so, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock candle. We did break the highs, but no trigger long because green still below red. We need to wait for that to cross. Otherwise, if we do break the lows, we can look at the short. It's a big range there. It's over 300 points, almost 400 points to first target on the 9 hour for today. So a massive range, but most of the day just stuck into consolidation there. The ABCs, if we look at this, if we just take this back to the lows, so the same lows just below the 38 on the yearly high low, look at that 89% replacement holding. So that for me is still a possibility of ABC up in the blue. So we're watching for moving average crossover. We want to see stochastic up through 50. Then we'll start looking at those target levels. So nice deep retracement. The deeper the retracement, the bigger the run there. So if we look at that distance for distance, we can get above these double top levels, obviously. But we need to give it a little bit of space and see what opening is going to do for us if we get the moving average crossover indeed, as well as that stochastic up through 50. On the 5 minutes, got that trigger long earlier on today, this morning, above the zero. It wasn't the most fantastic risk reward, but it was still fine, especially for us trading 1 minute. We're just chasing the levels. That was 250 points from entry, and our stop was about 210, 212. So still a decent enough risk reward, but that's this thing. We can now start looking at the possibility of a trigger short below that zero. So if we close below the zero, the previous candle low, first target 127 once again. And our take profit level is the 161. Stop would be at the 23. That's all I've got there at the moment. For longs, only above the consolidation area again, 61 to 77 and 89. With our stop at 50. We'll keep an eye on that as we go along. The trend is down on 5 minute. green below red, below the 50 moving average, stochastic also below the consolidation. Signal line below 50 now, so stochastic up to 50 on 5 minutes we're going to watch. But we're between levels here, I haven't got anything there right now. Opening range we'll sort out as we get closer to opening, or the 25 minutes after opening. Let's catch up with the NASDAQ. Now that 23 is holding on our yearly high low, very, very strong. Below that 89, we're still waiting for a weekly close below that 89, break previous low before we can start aiming for that 155, which is way below our target level on end of week here. That 11 is still outstanding. It hasn't stopped out since we broke here a couple of weeks back. Broke there, that 23 back into consolidation, didn't close back inside, also didn't respect the 50, and then pushing again. Sitting on that first target, that 23, that 11 is still outstanding. The trend is down, and stochastic also suggesting we want to be short. We, again, similar to the Dow, want that stochastic below 11 for us to continue going to that target level, and then eventually to that 155 zone moving average. Our support and resistance are at 0 and 11 of our fib on end of day, so our monthly high low. Next short here will be below 0, so those targets to the downside have been reached. Next one will be below the 0, aiming for the 127. We're going to keep an eye out for this double top, that double bottom level. The trend down, below red, below the 50 moving average, stochastic below the 11. We wanted to remain there. We want to be short, so nothing really at the moment. We want to be short, we've got nothing to chase here, so a little bit of support and resistance between that 11 and 0. Our weekly high low. So we closed earlier on this morning. Again, we did that candle close and then close back on that line, so that was a valid trigger for a long. That came off quite hard, didn't quite stop out yet. So that's still in play. What we really want to see is a break of those highs. I don't like the fact that this candle didn't close. So this was our trigger candle, really. That came off quite hard after we got that trigger for a long. It hasn't stopped out, but we can start looking for a re-entry if we didn't catch that trade. The trend is down on hourly. Stochastic is also below consolidation area. And let's bring this up a little bit. Now, that gets below the 11, we want to remain short. We've got no setups for shorts here, as all of our target levels to the downside have been reached. Possibilities for longs here still. Then on the ABCs, very similar to the Dow, 9% retracement. It did close below that 11, and then it turned around. But we really don't want to see it close below that. What I do like is the fact that we didn't break the low. So we closed below it, and then we just sort of turned up. So for me, still a possibility that if that candle had broken the lows, then we would have looked for the possibility of double bottom, and then that can't be B. We're going to start all over. At the moment it's holding. Still, if these levels break for me, that is not blue B. We're going to go lower, and we really have to start going again. On the 5 minutes, along similar to the Dow, above the 0, got to that 23 first target, stop to entry. We generally use that, and then it came off again. Got very close to a trigger short here. It was far enough for us away from the 0 to look at that trigger short. We can get a close and a break of the lows there. We're going to have to wait for a brand new candle close, and we can put it in here. So close below that 0, the previous candle low, preferably break these lows, and then aim for that 127 or negative 127, 161. Stop loss will be at the 23. So in theory, that long is still outstanding, that target level, but because we hit 23 there, stop entry for us. So we're looking at re-entry or those shorts below the 0. Well, that's our stories in the bigger time frames, guys. Opening range we'll get to in a bit. I'm going to jump straight into 1 minute and just see where we are on the grids. 5 minute grid, we're just trailing from the highs of yesterday to the lows of today. That might change. Oof, I think that has changed. Yeah, that's changed. That's what is just confirming as well. Hit the 100. It becomes quite tight. We're going to move that high. The high. So low to high of today, that's our 5 minute grid on the Dow. Moving averages did cross, so that confirmed that grid for us. That's where the 1 minute grid was as well, but that also moved. So 1 minute grid on the Dow has become quite small from that high to swing low. So that was 12:16 platform time, and the low was 13:14 platform time. Okay, that's the 1 minute. These opening ranges, I'm just going to move. That's this morning's opening range levels. Some new ones there. Let's check if we've got an extension fib. We had this one a little bit earlier on, worked out quite nicely, 38 to 50. We now that extension fib from high to low. Just getting that trigger long now. So 61 to 50. We've got about 12 points. That's fine. Watch for stochastic up through 50 there as well. I'm not going to chase. I'm too late for that trigger. On the NASDAQ, just look at the grid. That's also moved. A similar story. We're just swing high to low, and we're trading below the 30, between the 38 and the 23 on the 1 minute grid at the moment. That extension fib, same story, that worked out 38 to 50. Move this yet. If we look at the stochastic, I'm going to keep it where it is for now. We've got about 17 minutes to go, and then we've got opening. Let's see what the trend is here. Five-minute trend is down. 1 minute trend is down. So on the Dow, we can start looking for a possibility of a sell stop. I would take it at the lows here, not at these lows.
Support on the Dow 11 of daily.
Oh, that thing is so strong.
On US ticket 11 of the monthly.
An opening price, I think that is a. Yeah. I'm going to move this extension fib.
5 minutes is still very much down, so we can put a sell stop at the low.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd use it at the low of the 1 minute grid because I was scared of that 11.
Yeah.
US tech, same story there. Let's see what it was about 3 points. That's still valid. That's stopped out if you're taking that. Buy stop. Okay. Watch for stochastic up to 50, both markets. At US Tech, we didn't have much of a range. 6 points. The Dow still okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see. Kind of full. Stochastic on the NASDAQ has triggered for a long. My Dow just put slightly above that 61.8. A little possible little double top there. Pick me up. It did. Stochastic triggered on the NASDAQ. Dow's ETP. Oh, that was a nice one. I got about 8 to 9 points out of that. Okay, watch for that stochastic trigger. That's also triggering just now.
Go for a terrible price there.
Right in the 15, we should see the 38.2 if we look at that extension fib. Also aiming for 38.2 of the 1 minute grid. 64. Yeah, above that 38.2. Be okay then. 50 moving average, which is a little bit of a distance away still. 5. What did follow through on the stochastic? Just going to get my 5-minute stories to the right. There we go.
Very sideways on the news ticker.
Yeah. Sorry guys, just trying to put this out.
If it wants to trigger again.
Let me get that one. Sorry guys.
I was at that 50. It's about 11 minutes.
Yeah,
10.
2 minutes to go for that opening. Maybe if stochastic does break the 50 again, I want to see a break of these highs, preferably 38 to 23 on the extension approach. In fact, it should be this way around. Let's get it right. Has triggered again. Just watch for that little double top. Can break that. I'll take it. The 5.50 moving average, still a little distance away on 5 minutes. Okay, long. Look for the 5 points. Break that 61.8. Plastic following through nicely. We want to see a break for 61.8 now. There we go. Hit TP on that. 8.2, the 1 minute grid. Get a candle close above that break previous candle high for 50. That's 35 points. It's not bad. Watching the NASDAQ now at 11. It's on break. Double top. If the body holds, otherwise, if it does 61.77, it's only 7 points. I wouldn't take that. On the other hand, if the 77 holds perfectly, 38 to 23 gives us 15 points. For that, I'll stop getting too long.
155 resistance there in 1 minute.
Yeah, and then 50 moving average 5. Show that straight, yeah. Little trend line in here, high to the lower, 0 to the NASDAQ, I haven't got anything right now. Stochastic down to 50, it's on the 50 level. I wouldn't take that. These ranges are not good. The extension fib has done its thing, so we're going to move that to the side. Now it's still valid.
Yeah, we reached that 77.
Little trend line in there. 7 minutes for opening. It's up in 1 minute, but the trend is still down in 5 minutes. The NASDAQ is a bit messy. Things are all sitting up to each other. Not ideal. I have to wait for a complete new extension for setup, yeah.
I like now that he's about to show us how we need to get below that 50 moving average.
Yeah, for sure. On 5 is still holding. And let's go for the last 5 minute candle before opening. Yeah. I might even just delete that, so I'll stop it for you. Get to open. NASDAQ signal is above 50 now. Now putting splash on it. Stochastic on the Dow is looking pretty good for long. Signal line below 50. It's below the consolidation. Stochastic up at 50 is long. Just haven't got any chances because the trend hasn't changed. And when we get a close on the next 5 minute candle and into the opening candle.
Might get the possible 821 crossover on NASDAQ 5 minutes.
Yeah. It's a bit closer than that.
And then now as well.
Yeah. We just have to wait for the candle and then it's opening candle. Beautiful, yeah. So setting up a short on the stochastic, the range is just too tight. I'm not going to mess around. Look at the 5 minute, all of the zone moving averages are on top of each other. I'd rather be patient and wait for the range to increase with opening in the next 45 minutes. I'm still liking. I'm holding it for the next couple of minutes because 89% replacement.
Move that TP down a little bit so with opening volatility.
Yeah, made it 10 points just in case. Although this morning I got rolled a few times. NASDAQ got that stochastic down through 50. And I was setting up for that. 50 moving average now way. So I'd rather wait for the sell stop to pick up.
Yeah, both these markets 50 moving average resistance on 5. And 11 of the daily.
Oh, that's the thing. 3 minutes for opening. Yes, I could still try, but those are moving averages so messy now.
That was also not looking great.
Yeah, it's not looking fantastic. So let's just move. That's a nice little ABC down here on the down. Finally put it down for 38.2. 2 minutes to go for opening. Start picking up now. If you caught that NASDAQ stochastic down through 50, you would have hit the 5 minutes at least.
Yeah, 33 down to 50 on council.
Yeah. Nice if we can get a trigger as we break the 38.2. And so often they talk to each other. Yeah. Kind of folding. The 50 support on 1 and then 50 resistance on 5. Minute to go, a couple of seconds. Yes, breaking. Let's pick it up. DP up a little bit, back open. I'm expecting to see that the 23 coming up for that opening candle. Let's just start getting wild. Oh, what is the possible manual exit? Yeah, we need a little bit there before opening candle.
Yeah, no.
And there's our opening candle. So that's ETP. Yeah, let's wait for the next setup. It's going to get a little bit wild, so we're going to just give it a second or so just to settle down. Okay, so we've opened. I've got no extension for really at the moment. They've both really done their thing. So let's move it out the way and wait for a new setup. Just take we can take from high to low. Sorry guys, you can do that. Got that little double from there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's not quite valid, but at least something there for us. That both markets is still not confirmed. Upside is a bit iffy. Keep trailing this. On the Dow, we need a few more candles before we an extension for setup there. Opening price on the NASDAQ is support. Ranges are still not great on the NASDAQ. 621 should be this way around. 38 to 50. There's only 8 points. Yeah, 8 I wouldn't take it. You can still break and go, of course.
Big wick on the 5 minutes.
Look at that now. Moving average is crossing on the Dow again. Range on the NASDAQ starting to get a little bit better. Watch for the possibility of the bottom at the 0 1 minute grid. Next we're going to be trailing it. About 9 points now, still not quite there. That looks a little bit better.
That wasn't really big, was it?
It's not giving us anything, yeah. Stochastics at the moment, there's nothing. But the signal line is also not great. Possibility of double bottom on the NAS. Markets are not in sync. Let's see if they start catching up in the next few minutes. We've got 13 points, 38 to 50 on the NAS now. That's good enough for me to buy a stop in so long. Trend is down. 5 minute, yes, this NASDAQ is so difficult to see. It's down. If we look at that, we may see. Look at any sell stops at the moment. We at least break out of these lows. So possible double bottom there. It's a little bit of divergence here on that stochastic. So stop putting it in. What I said hasn't really given us anything too much. NASDAQ up to 50, valid trigger from long on the NASDAQ. On that, I've got my buy stop in 38 to 50. What happened? It already gave me TP and it was still at the 23. We'll see what it gave us. Did you get that one?
Yeah, about 11 points.
Oh, nice one. The Dow was also broken, but that stochastic signal line wasn't in the right place. Starting to move. They're starting to talk to each other as well. And again, our extension fib has done its thing very quickly. The trend is still down. It has to confirm with the candle close. 1 minute trend by markets up. Let's see what that was from the other. Okay, it was about 12 points. It's not bad. Stochastic down to 50 on the NASDAQ is not valid. The Dow is, as I said, it's broken, but it's busy, guys. So I'm going to be very chilled with the stochastic figures at the moment. If you look at the signal line on the Dow, especially the consolidated, the ranges are starting to increase, but are very much up and down here. Some direction at least. Let's see what the next 5 minute candle can bring about. I don't really have extension fibs that we can work with at the moment. There's a possibility of that today, but it's not a significant low.
At the 100-point candle.
Yes. On the down.
Here
On
is
the NASDAQ. Holy moly. Yeah, look at that. From basically double bottoms to the 61% retracement of the whole move of the 1 minute grid. Strange opening, yeah. But that stochastic down for 50 would have got it, but as I said, that signal line is a bit consolidated. The zone moving averages of 5 and 1 is very messy. Take up to 50 as valid there. 11 and 33 on top of each other.
The zone moving averages on both of them are very
bad. The other thing on the, especially on the NASDAQ, it's at zero, the daily high low we're playing around. As you mentioned on the bigger time frames, there's so much it's going up and down through. Oh, we've got 3 candles. We can start looking at the possibility of an extension for now. We don't have enough candles, but we can start at least measuring there. There's plenty of space there, but we've only got 3 candles. I'll wait for about 5, 6, 7 candles is good. Yeah, I think just we can start trading that near the 3rd candle.
$89 moving average up and down.
3 for the 5th candle. Ranges are fine on the Dow, 38 to 50, but just I'd like to see a couple more candles here. One, 2, 3, that's a 4th candle. Same on the NASDAQ. Range is okay-ish. Yeah, it's starting to get better. Ooh, that's breaking. Wait for possibility at the bottom. See now the 1 minute's changed again. So if you've got a sell stop in that is valid, watch for opening price. New 5-minute candle there. 3, 4. That's our 5th candle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles there. Okay, keep trading it now. 1 minute grid's going to trail as well. At least we start to get some range now. Both the Dow and the US take 1 minute trail. 1, 2, 3, yeah, another, yeah. Okay, through to 50. I'm gonna have to be a little bit quicker. Mine trend is down. Thanks. Story in the NASDAQ, so I missed that one, guys. We don't have many candles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's our 6th candle. That did break the 38.2. Very close to 50 there. But it's the stochastic up to 50 is about a 3 for a long.
Yeah, awesome. That one was so quick.
That was, I missed that. Waiting for the Dow. It takes stochastic up to 50 is also triggered. 38 holding. I like the momentum 11.32 on top of each other. Doesn't pick me up. My bias is slightly above that for Fred. Yeah, it's picked me up now. We're going to have to move now. Oh, Ted, I don't know how much I got for that.
Looks like about 10 points. Went pretty quick.
Yeah, it went quick. What is 89 now on the NASDAQ? If it holds, 23, we've got about 19 points. Nothing wrong with that. Now we're going to watch the same story. We can't put buy stops at the highest because the trend is still down in 5 minutes, and 1 minute that's crossing over now.
5 minute trends are still down.
So we can't put that in. Double top there on the NASDAQ.
The extension was down.
It's done its thing. Yes, see, we're moving them around quite a lot during the session. Just shows you how busy it is. It's up and down, up and down. I mean, if you go and look at the hourly candles, it's still very, very sideways.
Yes, DAX still whereabouts next level of resistance 23.6 of the daily, and we're still 50 points away from it.
Yeah, 100%. At 89 on the Dow is holding 38.50. I'm going to put in a sell stop. 38 to 23, sorry. Got a little ABC down.
Resistance 23.6 daily high low for Dow.
Like for the 50 moving average is still around.
Yeah, we haven't gotten a candle close about that in the last hour almost.
Yeah, we're going to perfect 89% retracement to that move. Let's see if we're going to get 38 to 23. See where it's stick. This extension. No, we can't really. We can't. There's no local extension for it looks enticing. It's not there. That's it on the 1 minute grid on the NAS.
I think we can from this low because the low came from below 11 and there is divergence.
Yeah, you're right. Well, that is right. We can.
There's 5 candles. The range is quite big.
Okay, so we're trading it from low to high there. 61 to 50. We've got enough there. Be a little bit quick.
Got an unentertaining opening.
It is. It's like with the highest break, we just need to trail that extension. 89 on the Dow still holding, so I'm still happy with my. I'll stop there. If we do break, obviously double tops there, then we can get rid of it. If we get a candle close of 5 minutes now, we might have confirmation it is up.
The 821 is crossing over each other already.
We got 3 minutes to go there. 89, that's still valid. We didn't close above it. That extension fib, so for a possible little ABC down. Stochastic down to 50 on the NASDAQ is well. Let's see lines above that consolidated. That's how we'll pick it up before we get to that. 5 minutes to plastic on the Dow, hacking around that consolidation area. 7 minutes to go for opening range. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 minutes around at 89, eh? Especially on the 5 minute. Yeah, it's not pretty. But it's also 61.8 to the 9 hour that's holding us. That still hasn't crossed. So it's still not a trigger for a longer pre-break.
Now you always take 5 minutes and also starting to finish.
Yeah. The next 5 minute candle. So it has at least closed above that 50, but we've got no zone moving average to the top side to aim for.